I'm Jennifer Sanasi. You're watching News 24 Live. I'm joined in studio by musician Chris Verga, who has recently launched his debut album, Exposure. We're going to chat about all the excitement that comes with releasing your debut album. Hello.
Hi, Jennifer. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Well, thank you.
Well, it's nice to finally meet you.
Yes, yeah. Thank you for having me today.
Now, you've released Exposure. You launched it in January, but it actually came out online in November?
Yes, yeah. End of November last year, yeah.
Okay, cool. What kind of reception have you been getting to it?
Pretty good. I think people are enjoying it so far, and yeah, it's cool. It's not a. I realized as a musician, it's not an overnight success. So you have to be gigging and promoting and getting it out there. So it's not like you put it on iTunes and then you like famous and a millionaire in a day. It doesn't work like that.
That would be the best.
Yeah, that would be cool. So I think a lot of musicians struggle with that, like the expectation and then the reality or what the outcome is. I think people you get a bit stressed about that. But I think so far the reaction's been good, and I'm just doing gig at a time, and yeah, just building it. Yeah.
Now, like you say, we know that it's not an overnight success. Musicians and artists work really hard before they actually get noticed. How long have you been gigging and working at this?
I've been writing songs. I've been a musician like since I was little.
Well, yeah.
Like I've gone through piano, drums, guitar, and the songs on this album, we workshopped about 16 tracks down to 12.
Wow.
And those songs I've been working on for the last 6 or 7 years. So, yeah, so it's been a while. And then, yeah, musically wise, gigging, probably like the last 2 or 3 years. I've been actually like playing like small little venues during the year and then building it up slowly, yeah.
Isn't it hard for you to start chopping songs off the album?
It is, yeah. It's very tough, yeah. Your producer and like your session musers are like no, like I want this one, and then I was fighting with my producer Neil, and he's like, no, Chris, you got to have this song. Like Exposure, for example, is a track that I wasn't so sure about.
Yeah.
And Neil's like, no, it's an amazing song. You got to have it. And we ended up putting it on, and it turned out really well. So I'm glad we did.
Are there any songs that you cut that you really wish you kept on?
No, not actually. No.
Okay.
Some of the other ones I like, but when I think the 12 we chose were the best out of the 16. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we got the 12 best ones to listen to.
Yeah.
Now, what's your favorite song on the album?
My favorite song is called On My Mind. I'll be playing that a bit later. Yeah.
Why is that your favorite one?
I think I wrote it most recently, and it's probably one of my better songs in terms of structure. And I think that song was actually, I was writing it while we were doing pre-production for the album. So I only finished it just before we went to studio, which is cool. But I think you learn a lot in pre-production. It's just about song structure, like verse, chorus, hook, where to put the bridge, all those kind of things. And it just, it came from like quite a, obviously an emotional place, so like experiencing a lot of anxiety and stress, and that I think the best songs come out of a painful or an emotional situation, yeah.
Now tell me about the journey we are going to go on when we listen to this album.
That's a cool question, actually. I've never been asked that before. I think it takes you through a life story. I like to kind of tell stories, I think, in the songs, and that's something that I've been inspired a lot by John Mayer and Ben Gibbard from Death Cab for Cutie, and just telling stories. That's what music's about. It's about communicating a story and sharing an emotion or an experience, something that's happened to you. And yeah, what you're going to hear in there is a whole bunch of things, from like anxiety, stress, heartbreaks, heartaches over girls, and that thing not working out. There's a song at the end of the album called Bougainvillea, which is about a friend of mine who passed away, one of my neighbors, and like the story behind that, and yeah, there's a whole bunch in there. I think people will be able to relate to. Yeah.
Something for everyone.
Yeah.
Now tell me about some of your influences. You said that you're influenced by Death Cab for Cutie and John Mayer. Do we hear that on the album?
I think so, yeah. I mentioned Death Cab in a song called Perfect. I hope they don't sue me for that or anything.
I don't think they will.
Yeah. So Ben Gibbard, if you hear this one day, that's for you. Anyways, yeah, I have a whole range of influences. I lean towards the more alternative rock kind of stuff. Like I love Mute Math, Switchfoot, Relient K, Sigur Rós, Explosions in the Sky, all the kind of music that like gives you like these feelings of awe and like wow, like big ethereal sounds. And I love that kind of stuff. Yeah.